If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Roll something up. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the GMS show. Another week of us here having conversations about what's going on in this world. And I just want to let y'all know I am appreciative of everybody that pulls up expeditiously right away as soon as the show starts. Shout out to my GMS fam in the building. Let's see who's out here, man. Mike Reimer's in the building. I see you. Soda Slim is here. Chris T is third. Shout out to you, Chris T. Tony Mack is in the building. Glittery Bows is here. Arias Baby G is in the building. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. We have some things to discuss. So many things have happened since the last time we've spoken. All this turmoil in the air, man. It went from all the comedians beefing amongst each other to now we are in the rap beef era of the season. Now, for those who don't know, first and foremost, let me just start by this. Let me start with this. Before I go anywhere else with the topics at hand, for those that were here last week and saw the show that I did last week, I want y'all to understand that I really am here to spread positivity and be somewhat of a good example to other people coming up, or just people out there that's just viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, despite, you don't have to be somebody that's trying to come up in the YouTube space or trying to be a reaction channel or anything like that. Just be a human being and listen to the things that I'm saying. You'll understand that, I really do come here to try to do things the right way. I'm never malicious in the things that I report about, unless it's warranted, unless somebody deserves it. I never go out my way, because I think that's the biggest clout chasey way to get around in this space, is when people constantly are being, vulgar towards somebody, malicious, or has bad intent towards somebody in a topic. I'm never that guy. So, and please don't take this as a cop-out or me pushing back on what I said, because everything I said last week I meant, and I still mean it, and I stand on every single word. But this is no J. Cole either. Niggas ain't apologizing. Nothing I did I felt was corny or lame. None of it. I really meant what I said. I just want to make sure I continue to stay on the right path, man. I want to make sure that I continue to do that and continue to do things the right way And I also, take heed to some of the things that people that support me say. I've read a lot of the comments over the past week, and certain people that, have things to say, whether they agree with me or whether they feel objectively. And I respect them for that. I respect every single, person that came on here with common sense. None of the weirdo trolls or, because a lot of people would show up and say a lot of things and don't realize that they're saying it and it could be directed towards the person that they're defending. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds crazy, but a lot of people did pull up with common sense, and that's what I deal with over here. You know what I'm saying? We're not one-sided. We aren't biased. We don't just look at people having a difference of opinion and automatically want to try to I don't know how to put it. I just rather lead by example, and that's what I'm gonna do on this channel. All right, so we're gonna keep continuing to stick to whatever it is that we doing, regardless if people want us to talk about them or not. It's not up to them. It don't fucking matter. This is the GMS show, a black independent outlet. You can call it a news outlet, you can call it journalism, whatever you want to call it. But whatever I do here, just remember I do it because I want to do it. And that's where I'm going to leave it right there. What up, Jeff? What's going on? DJ Loud, what's going on? Everybody that's pulling up. All right, let's get to it, man. We got to get to it. J. Cole. Fuck J. Cole. We ain't going to talk about J. Cole yet. We going to talk about Kraig Facts. That's right. We're going to get to J. Cole later. Let me get to this Kraig Facts video, man. So Kraig, he popped up and did a live Q&A, man. And the title of his Q&A was Dichotomous Thinking and also Feed Me, Starve You Mentality. Listen, man. The crazy thing about having to deal with people who don't want their own but want yours, I gotta think it's something that people really deal with a lot when it comes to this space, especially when they have opportunities and things are brought to them when they're working with a group, i.e. why I tend to work alone a lot. The only other people I work with when it comes to this space is my 3G's family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Pac G, shout out AP, shout out Binky. I don't really do anything else because I always feel like there's at some point people are going to have a difference of opinion. People are going to bump heads. There's going to be something that somebody else wants but don't necessarily deserve. And this is where we get to a crossroads. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, especially on this Kraig Facts situation. But, and let me be very clear. Kraig didn't make this live to specifically go at DJ Show or Blaze or anybody like that. But clearly the things that he was talking about applied to these individuals. Now, let's get into some of the things that he was saying during this live, and let me know what you think, man, because this is the time of the show where we do some constructive thinking, and we start really paying attention to the mindsets of certain people, especially somebody like Kraig having to deal with certain things in this space where Kraig isn't even somebody that's on the top pedestal when it comes to his career, like, and it's not a shot towards Kraig at all. It's just reality. He's not on a certain level where he has a bunch of millions coming in and he has to take care of a bunch of people and all types of shit. I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying? He's not on a Kevin Hart level where he can just go out here and just shoot somebody, give somebody a chance, and all of a sudden they blow up. This is a point where they were at a crucial point. Kraig Facts podcast was at a very crucial point where they could begin to get to a point of major success with the platform. And whenever something like that happens and whenever money gets involved, shit gets tricky. Now, this has been opening up the doors for him to speak on a lot of things pertaining to his situation when it comes to the Kraig Facts podcast and his former co-host. Which is why you see a lot of these different lives pop up where he's actually trying to break things down from a mental standpoint and from what I would assume a human standpoint when you deal with certain people. Listen to some of the things. We're going to break down a couple of these things that he said. Fair use, by the way. Fair use. We got to get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Dichotomous thinking, man. So normally people who think this way need other people to validate this thinking. They don't want to feel crazy, so they got to find people who are weaker to subjugate to this way of thinking. This is where they get everything from in life. This is where they get their self-confidence. This is how they fill their cup up.
Roll something up if you got it.
By taking what you have in your cup, pouring it into theirs, so their cup is full and yours is empty. And believe
Dr.
me, they
Dandruff,
want
what's going
yours
on?
to be empty. With a dichotomous thinker, they don't want anybody to be elevated except themselves.
So I wanted to play certain specific parts because I feel like it makes a lot of sense for the situation. And how many of y'all deal with people like that specifically? You know, another reason why I want to play it, I'm not even going to lie. Another reason why I want to play it is because a lot of the things that he was saying applied to, and I'm not saying this was him applying it to him himself, but when I was hearing it, I was like, a lot of this shit applies to Corey. But you'll hear more when we continue talking. You'll hear more. Let's go. And no, stop it. I don't want to hear no bullshit. Because once they hear that, they gonna be like, "Oh,
exactly.
he GMS trying to pin us against each other. He trying to make us fight against." No, I'm not trying to do none of that. This is from my standpoint, from my perspective, and what I heard. I felt that it applied to Corey. I felt that way, not Craig. I did. This is why I'm playing it. Let's keep going.
Exactly. So if you are dealing with a dichotomous thinker, Lena, then if you think differently than them, then it's bad. It's bad. They also view rejection as you being their enemy. So you can't not like an idea and just not like the idea. They don't have the ability to separate themselves from their ideas. If you don't like the idea, you're their enemy and they want to turn everybody against you. This is how dichotomous thinkers work.
Now let's talk about the Detroit woman real quick. When you hear that sentence, and then you think about how we even found out about the Detroit woman, does that not sound like a dichotomous thinker to you? Does that not sound like that applied to that man? When you bring up a situation, nobody knows about this situation. Nobody knows who this woman is. Nobody knows where she came from. Don't nobody know her name. They don't know nothing about this personal situation. But when you disclose this information, you start to wonder why you even told the story in the first place. Why you decided to disclose that in the first place. Now, granted, he did not put her name out there, so I wouldn't say that he wanted people to hate her or to really go at this person personally, but it still does not negate the fact that he spoke on that person and brought this situation to light. But let's keep going.
Brandon, I'm not talking about, why the fuck y'all keep bringing up? I'm starting to think it's Brandon in these comments saying that shit. I don't give a fuck about what that nigga got going on. I hope it's great, but I'm not thinking about Brandon, motherfucker. Y'all niggas crazy. So some of the things that people do when they're dichotomous thinkers, if you pay attention to it, you'll be like, oh, this is one of them type of motherfuckers. They belittle anything and anybody that is different or doesn't do things the way that they do it. You ever get that friend? And once you start hanging with you, everybody else is a square and a dummy, and I can't. Why do they do things that way? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would they? If they would only do it this way.
Who does that sound like?
All those people are silly. I'm giving you examples. That's why I know it's a delay on this.
So like when people come around and you start hearing like the nigga talk about how everybody is gay and how they this and that and so forth. Somebody that's trying to put an image inside of your mind or make you feel the same way that they feel about Hollywood. so that you can inevitably go down the same path they did. Which is a very interesting thing to me to see over the years, but we see how that goes. We see how that turns out. It's never a real beef with Hollywood. It's just that the fact that some people don't get the opportunities that they want and that they feel like they deserve. So then they inevitably go back to being a rebel and being on the defense and thinking that it's everybody else but them. Now, just like you heard in a few seconds ago, somebody brought up Brandon. So during this live, people were bringing up certain individuals for him to try to react to it. Shout out to Kraig for not, falling for the bait, because that's what people want to do. People want to try to bait them into saying certain things about people, and then of course, somebody's going to make content out of it. Somebody's going to speak on it. I probably would have spoke about it, but not, of course, not in the sense where I'm trying to pin people against each other, but just because we report on the things that we like to report about over here at the GMS show. But somebody tried to bring up DeJuan, and of course you saw that DeJuan had to respond, bars, to a lot of the things that was going on between this situation, because he was being brought up constantly. And the things that happened between him and DeJuan, we got to find out because people wanted to put things on blast. The story between those guys is DeJuan had a show going on that he was hosting. He wasn't necessarily doing a whole comedy set, but he was hosting this show. And apparently Kraig says some discouraging things to DeJuan. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say apparently, okay? It's been told by multiple people, DeJuan himself, as well as people that were there. Kraig says something that was discouraging to DeJuan. Now, if it was intentional to where Kraig wanted to actually discourage DeJuan before he did his show, that would be some snake-ass, weird-ass shit. But I do not take Kraig to be the type of person to do that. I take Kraig as the type of person that was just probably saying something in the moment, didn't realize that it came off the way that it came off. What up, AP? What's going on, y'all? But even if you don't mean to intentionally hurt somebody or to make them feel a negative way, you can't dictate how somebody feels about something that you say. So DeJuan clearly felt the type of way about it, but DeJuan did not go on his platforms and start talking crazy about Kraig and saying, oh, he did this and that, until his name started getting brought up. Then he had to really kind of step in and say what he had to say. But this is what Kraig had to say when somebody tried to bring up DeJuan, and also expounding on more of this subject.
Dichotomous thinkers, they speak judgment, man. Some niggas only speak judgment because if it's not the way that they think, they feel like they're being judged. If you try to help somebody who thinks like that and try to give them a different way, to them, it comes across as judgment. So what they try to do to everybody that they deal with is they try to beat you to judgment. And they use judging you in every scenario and situation as a way to try to control you. Don't ask me if me and DeJuan still cool. Ask DeJuan if me and DeJuan still cool. I don't have no problem with nobody. Understand this, man. Some niggas only speak judgment. That's why niggas call each other bitches and say they busters. And they click up with other people who speak judgment. Judgment is fear. It's a fear of doing. Let me judge those who are doing because I'm too scared to do myself. So if I pull a motherfucker down with judgment to where I'm at, I don't have to feel so insecure because I'm judging you so you don't do better than me. I want you to do less than what I'm doing so I can feel like a bigger, stronger motherfucker.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. And you don't expect certain people to really see certain things directly. Like, a lot of people end up saying things after the fact. This is actually something that applies to both situations, both his situation and Corey himself, because when you understand how people move, when you understand how people interact, you get a sense of what people will allow. For instance, a motherfucker can go on their platform and talk about how they don't mess with niggas who diddle kids or weirdos in Hollywood or backdoory or fruit booty, this and that, but then make exceptions for people who are around them because that person does things for them. See, when they actually have somebody there that is beneficial to them in their situation, they tend to look past a lot of shit. So a lot of these guys' morals and different things go out the window when somebody can do something for them. Then they try to ignore the bullshit that they go out and try to speak against. You get what I'm saying? Sean Mims, shout out to Mims, man. He said, GMS, you've been on 5150 Fanboys Next. Yeah, because a lot of those guys are delusional. A lot of those guys will come to the comments and say a lot of things that actually apply to Corey himself, but don't see it because they're blinded by the fame and the comedy and the fact that that's their favorite comedian and who the fuck is this nigga over there in Minnesota that's talking this and saying that. You know what I'm saying? They don't use their common sense. So and that's another thing. They don't use it because I will sit there in the live and say that I respond to these people because I know that they're going to always respond to me and inevitably help the video or the live that I just did be seen, and they still will continue to comment and reply. And it's like, y'all really think that y'all making points and that y'all, oh, look, I'm telling GMS. No, you guys are helping this channel while trying to talk about you don't fuck with it. You get what I'm saying? They're that slow. And I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I think it helps me stay sharp, you know what I'm saying? Debating back and forth and, all obviously making people feel stupid because they come here talking out their ass and don't think before they speak. It's very easy to disprove the things that they say, and it's very easy to catch the contradictions in what they're saying because they don't think before they type. Which is even crazier. Like when I can get it if somebody don't think before they speak out loud out their mouth, but not thinking before you type, like you literally taking the time to sit there and type things. Why wouldn't you take the time to think first before you say it? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. And then it's even crazier when they're talking to somebody who is a fan of the show, trying to make it seem like you talking about, all you do is talk about the 5150 show. Clearly I like the show then, right? It's like simple shit like that. Like they think that bugs me. That's like a nigga being a fan of J. Cole and be like, nigga, all you do is listen to J. Cole. Like, nigga, I'm a fan of J. Cole. What the fuck? Why wouldn't I listen to a lot of J. Cole? You gotta understand, it's like the most simplest shit in the world that people could think about before they say it. They just don't. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? And and they don't understand that two things can apply to somebody. You can be a fan of somebody's work and the things that they do, and you can also think that they're a piece of shit human being. That's a lot of the celebrities that we know of today. But we just don't know about their personal lives like that. A lot of the people that y'all are fans of and that y'all ride for and vouch for in these conversations of who's the GOAT in whatever genre it is, y'all don't know these people behind closed doors. They could be monsters. They could be people how many times have you heard these other celebrities talk about how they regret meeting their favorite artists or favorite entertainers? They talk about how they regret it because these people really are pieces of shit behind closed doors. That's why I don't care to meet certain motherfuckers. I don't care to be cool with certain motherfuckers because you end up seeing how they are. It killed me when people was like, oh man, GMS want to be cool with Corey and GMS want to be cool. I mean, in any situation, if you cool with motherfuckers, anybody would love to be cool with people in like period, because nobody wants no negative shit. But I don't care to be cool with niggas because you see how people are. Certain people just don't know how to operate with other individuals. He has a very my way or the highway type complex. And hey, man, if that's who you are, that's who you are. I mean, that's some people's personality out here. What can you really do? But now, here's something that I feel like can apply to Corey that Kraig said here on this live, and I'm sure he was talking about other individuals, not Corey specifically. But when I heard it, I was like, damn, this really could apply to that guy.
Suckers interpret constructive criticism as judgment, but that's the language they speak. These are the type of dudes that grew up trying to turn their mom against every boyfriend she had. Them games worked with your mom, turning her against her boyfriends. Hey, Mom, you know Dan came in a little later last night. Hey, Mom, when Dan was giving me a ride to school, I noticed a woman's voice on the phone. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Dichotomous thinkers. You better stop thinking. And when people come around, you always talking about we the same, we just alike. No, we not just alike. Nigga, you don't have an identity. Somebody that's always trying to tell you that they're the same as you is somebody that's studying you because they want to try to assume your identity. When somebody keeps telling you that we're the same, they're studying you to try to assume your identity. They're not the same as you. Ain't nobody the same. Stop thinking because a one-man situation with somebody is a certain way, that your situation is a certain way. A nigga that's always talking about we're the same is a motherfucker that's trying to assume your identity. You better wake up and smell the roses, man. They just trying to get you to give them information on you. They're trying to get you to give them information on you. Understand what that is. It's no way we're the same. It's no way we're the same. We're different people. We the same. You and I. We the same motherfucker. Nah, we ain't the same motherfucker. I don't get down like you get down, nigga. How we the same? And we not getting the same results in life. We the same because you want what I got. So just say that. I want what you got, and I'm trying to act like we got similarities so you can show me how to get what you got.
Damn, Uncle Kraig, fix the camera.
How we the same, bro? I done had the same friends since the 5th, 6th grade. I'm talking about the same core friends. My bro D, Cedric, Andre, Tori, Larry Johnson. You know, the list goes on. My friends that I really fuck with, that ain't my family, but they family by default, I don't talk to them every day, but I've had the same core homies since I was 11, 12 years old. You get a motherfucker that come around you that ain't got nothing to offer, and they always want to try to assume like they your day one motherfucker, like they your homie. You not my homie. We really cool and we work together, but you are not my homie.
Now, I think that part was directed towards Blaze, because I seem to recall Blaze saying in one of his videos that he's known Kraig for a long time, for like, what'd he say, like 20 years or something like that? So he made it seem like him and Kraig were, you know, from the soil, basically. Like, they really came up together and that they really know each other like that. But in Kraig's interpretation of things, that doesn't necessarily count you as his day one. That just means that y'all are cool and y'all work well together for a certain amount of time. But as you can see, when people truly don't know somebody on a real level, conflicts turn to turmoil, turn to, you know, conflict that inevitably can't be turned around. Because if you truly knew somebody for as long as you say you knew somebody, y'all will understand how to work through shit, or y'all would know how to really come together and talk about your differences and move past it. And that's in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other people move, especially when money's involved. But there are certain things that you can work past when you know somebody, truly know somebody, and y'all really have that relationship between one another.
I love 21 Me that says, shut up, Kraig. You shut up, nigga. Understand that, man.
I want him
Fucking with these dichotomous interaction at some point in your
This is the dichotomous
at
thinker.
some point in your interaction, at some point in your friendship, they're going to demand you to be submissive to them. They're going to demand it. They're going to try to impress upon you that their way is the way. And if you don't do it their way, it just doesn't make any sense. It's stupid.
Hold up. Macaroni Tony says, Craig's playing victim. His team stayed down. He got the bag and didn't pay them, so they left. It's not rocket science. Kraig been crying on 5150 for the past 6 months, acting like they did him wrong. SMH. Oh, damn. I see a couple more comments at the top. What's going on, T-Fam? What's going on, Hamshank? Musa49, what's going on? He said, yo, I dig some of your views, but you coming off bitter when it pertains to Corey. Even though I think Corey is messed up in a lot of ways, he's just funny to me, not someone to idolize. Well, I don't know if you think I idolize Corey, but I've never idolized Corey at all. But if it does seem like I'm coming off bitter, I think you got bitter confused with annoyance and irritation, because when you're somebody who speaks the way that I speak and break down certain topics the way that I do, a lot of people and I would hope a lot of grown folks at the age, especially the age that Corey is at, will understand where somebody is coming from and understand that it's never been hate over here, and there's never been any type of venom, so to speak, towards their way, only responding back and forth to certain negative things that have been said about me or narratives that have been said about me. So like the tipping point, I guess what you would say, is that the live that I did talking about the Detroit lady. The thing about that is, how could you not see that a nigga was trying to basically protect you in a sense? And it sounds crazy, but like, you got to understand, I even said this to that lady. She could show you the screenshots. I messaged her because she continued to message me afterwards, and I wasn't responding because I didn't want to deal with an individual like that. And this is before the whole bullshit with Corey going on and trying to do all that shit. It's because I said what I had to say, and I did the live that I did because somebody was trying to accuse this man of RAPE, a form of it. Now, regardless if he feels like it was extreme or not, or if it didn't have no merit to it, or if it could have just stayed where it stayed and nobody would have paid attention, please believe me, these algorithms pick shit up. The algorithms pick shit up, especially when it comes to Corey. Corey's name is hot in the YouTube streets. This woman put "Surviving Corey Holcomb" in the title. So I already knew what the intentions was. And I said this to somebody in the comments because they were talking about, showing the DMs. I'm like, this nigga should be glad that it was me that got the DMs and not somebody that actually hates this nigga. Imagine if somebody like a Tasha K got this shit, or T.S. Madison, or Aries Spears, or somebody that really hate Corey, and somebody was trying to accuse this nigga of RAPE. They would have ran with that shit. Then you would have had this woman out here with the narrative that this nigga Corey was doing X, Y, and Z. Be glad that I got it and broke the shit down the way that I did and made sure that this shit didn't do what it was going to do or could have did or had the possibility to do, because it got dispelled and it got shut down and it got disproved by me. So when you think about the reaction to that, and it's not that I needed to do it. I didn't need to do shit. But I did it because I am a fair guy in this space. I'm not out here. I'm not trying to go after this nigga. I'm not trying to, make this nigga look bad. I'm not trying to destroy this man or see his platform get taken or see him fail. So it's crazy that the reaction was what the reaction was after what niggas did. And no, I don't think Aries would have did that. I was just using an example of somebody who could possibly really, hate this nigga and not really like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving examples. There's a lot of people that aren't fond of Corey Holcomb that would have got that information and probably would have passed it off to somebody in the entertainment space to use. Pass it off to a TMZ. Pass it off. You know what I'm saying? Imagine seeing Charity Sky Grace on TMZ. Think about that. Really think about that sentence is crazy. A woman popped up on TMZ talking about this nigga Corey was trying to force her to send pictures of her cootie cat and was trying to RAPE her and all types of shit. Imagine if that hit TMZ or hit Tasha K's radar. But this nigga want to fight me for making a motherfucker look like how they look. That shit is crazy. Shit is insane. That shit was more annoying to me than offensive. It wasn't offensive. It didn't make me feel like, oh man, I can't believe. It was like, is this nigga for real? Is this nigga serious? He can't be that stupid, right? He cannot be that stupid. Well, let's keep going.
I have to do it my way. I've already talked to everybody, and they agree with me that you're wrong. My way is the way. Look, they're talking to everybody that you do business with, that you know. I've already talked to everybody about this. They're all in agreement. That's that illogical shit. That's that appeal to authority. When somebody comes to you talking about, they're all in agreement. Everybody sees it my way. That's a fallacy. That's called an appeal to authority. That's when somebody tries to create an authority and use that authority to get you to agree with what they want you to do. That's illogical, nigga.
I got to use that as a soundbite.
They got to come to you when somebody is making a suggestion in your life. Faith without works is dead. People got to come to you with things that they've done that can give you a microscope into the way that they think. Not to say you can't get improvements from people, but some people aren't there to improve. They're there for the takeover. Somebody coming to you talking about, I've already talked to everybody. Everybody thinks this way. You're surrounded, nigga. That's not help. They're trying to surround you with flying monkeys, nigga.
Whoa.
And to further, to try to intimidate you into submitting, they start to label you to other people. They label you publicly because they're too much of a coward to do things themselves, so they want to get you jumped. It's that homie that always, I'll be right back. Let me get the homies. That's that nigga. I'll be right back. Let me get the homies. And they always trying to get people to jump on you.
Let me get the
What
homies.
it do, Ronan? Kraig talking like how Meek want to talk.
Kraig, he said some shit about the Meek shit too. I'm gonna play that a little later. But this is also him speaking on the feed me, starve you mentality. Listen here.
Feed me, starve you. It starts with the breakdown. Feed me, starve you. Everything you're doing when they speak judgment is wrong. You shouldn't be doing it that way. That's wrong. I would do it this way. You don't care about me. That's one. That's a big one. You don't care about me. All you care about is yourself. You don't care about me. If you cared, you would do more. You're always late. You're always disorganized. The "you always" statements are the biggest sign that somebody's after what you got. You're always doing this. You're always doing that. Why do you always do this for other people, but you never do it for me?
Holy. Holy. I had to do the Akademiks holy with that one. Sean Mims, shout out to you for the 10 in the Cash App. Also, shout out to my brother AP for the 50 in the Cash App. What is going on here, brother? Why are you sending this to me? We are co-hosts, man. We are friends, man. You are big bro, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. I appreciate it, brother, man. Shout out to AP with the 50 in the Cash App. Listen, man, as y'all know, this channel is not monetized, so we do not make money from this shit. Don't let them try to lie to you on their platforms and try to say, oh, them niggas making money off the show. We ain't making no money off of this shit, man. We do this shit for y'all, man. We do this shit for the people that pull up, and we do this shit for other black platforms that need to be heard out here in the space, man. We want to be that outlet for all these great voices and great entertainers and great everything when it comes to black over here at the GMS show, man. So if you want to support in a big way, Cash App is in the description below. Also, one of my moderators will put it up in the chat as well if y'all want to support. Shout out to Sean Mims. Shout out to AP. Let's keep on.
Why do you always...
Oh, the sound is fucked up. Give me 1 second. Y'all hear me? Yeah, there we go. We back. We good. Yeah, sometimes on my audio on this side, y'all don't hear it. Y'all will never hear it. But on my side, it starts getting messed up and all staticky and annoying and shit. I don't like that, so I got to reset some things. But we back at it, man. Listen up.
Man. Why would, then they call people, why would anyone do that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would anyone do that? Would you do that?
Hey, shout out my nigga Ron Harris for the 15 in the Cash App. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to my GMS fam supporting the Cash App, man. My guys, appreciate you.
God. Took Craig 6 weeks to blow his nose. It's comedy. That's a raccoon trap behind you. That's somebody trying to break you down, man. They're trying to break down your logic. Why would you? Right. That's just somebody trying to break down your logic. When somebody's trying to get you to question yourself and be indecisive, that's because they're trying to create space so they can creep in and become your logic. They want to think for you. They want you to abandon your first mind and come to them for whatever you need. They say Craig sleepy on his left side. That's funny as a mug. Nigga, that's funny.
They're
trying to cloud your mind.
Shout out to Business for the 10 in the Cash App, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to the GMS fam for supporting the Cash App. Appreciate you.
Because then what happens, once they create that doubt, then they step away, they go to the flying monkey or the crowd that they've created, and now everybody's pointing at you. Look at this. How come it's not going this way? Because I'm not there. That's why. I should be. See, it's not working because I'm not there. You guys see this? Look, everybody, because I'm not. That's fucking crazy, man. If you following me, you realize how out of mind some people really are. It'll fucking scare you, man. It'll fucking scare you, man. Better watch those dichotomous thinkings.
Hey, Prize Picks, let me tell you something, you motherfuckers, you. Every time I get ready to bet on one of these games, man, it ends up being one of these niggas ain't playing in the game. Y'all gotta stop putting these niggas up as choices, man. I get it. Injury reports be coming out 1 hour before all this shit. I don't give a damn. That shit is fucked up. If we put somebody on our roster to get picked on these Prize Pick shit, we should get an automatic win on that player. Don't just put a did not play next to their name and change change up the winnings, motherfucker. I hate that shit, man. Prize Picks, fix that shit. That's some bullshit, man. It's bullshit, Prize Picks.
Those dichotomous thinkers. Kraig got 1 million followers on Grindr.
They be going there. Hey, I want y'all to hear what he said about Meek Mill real quick, man. We gonna get to that, and then we gonna go into these other topics, man. He said some shit pertaining to Meek Mill in a certain situation that is happening with Meek and his and you know the controversy surrounding Diddy. Now, what y'all may have seen or may not have seen, the thing with Meek Mill is that people are saying that Diddy allegedly clapped Meek Mill's cheeks. And there's not a person who has not laughed at thinking about that scenario, because that is just wild. That's just, it don't make no sense. It's just the craziest shit in the world. Like, of all people, Meek Mill is just, and then people start sharing videos of Meek doing certain things, very questionable things. You know, he was on the tennis court at Michael Rubin's house, bunny hopping because he lost a tennis match in some short shorts. He was wearing matching outfits with Diddy one night, taking pictures and shit. He was in Diddy's pool, you know, looking all worn out and like he didn't know what to do with himself. And Diddy talking about some, yeah, daddy, you putting in that work, daddy, and we don't know what type of work he was talking about. It's just some weird insinuations surrounding Freak Millie. Now, you can make the jokes and you can assume and have an opinion on the situation, but always remember to use your critical thinking. Now, Kraig is somebody who is not foreign to using his critical thinking. So this is what he had to say.
Because public beefing gonna do for anybody. That's a beef y'all got between each other. You just causing people to divide. For what? You're not important enough as an artist to make millions of people divide. Why are you trying to divide people? Just do music. Division is a political cancer. Music is supposed to bring people together.
Cheek
MC Abraham.
Mills.
I just gave my thoughts on Meek Mills, man. I'm not gonna put him in the boat with all the other silly shit. I gotta hear more, but
Not Meek Mills.
Meek is a real dude, a real street dude. If he did that, he knows what that means. If Meek gave up his booty to make it, he knows what that means. It ain't nothing to talk about after that. Which is why I can't believe it
Cheek Drills.
yet. I mean, I really don't care because I don't know Meek personally. If he is that way, that's on him. But I can't be all in on no rumor, man. People will make shit up if they think they could benefit from you. Understand this, it's happened to me. People will lie and make things up if they think they could benefit from you. And what they do with the lie is they'll ground it in something that's real or truthful and then expound into a lie and tell a grandiose, crazy story for attention. So I don't know if this is true. I don't know when Roast Me is coming back, man. Who knows? Right. Pushing equality is hype. Jokes.
Now I want to expound on that a little bit. What he had to say when it comes to the Meek Mill situation, because we do have to talk about that. That is, and I guess that's a good way to segue into that when it comes to Meek Mill. But listen, man, Meek has been making himself look like a butt fuck fool on the internet, man, and I do not understand why. And to be honest, I think Meek is trying to go for the Kanye effect, where he's constantly tweeting and constantly saying a whole bunch of shit and salacious shit and wild shit, trying to have people agree or try to be on his side. Like, oh no, Meek is speaking against the industry, but the joke has already been put on him. People have already been viewing him a certain type of way, and unfortunately, he has not been able to be successful with the Ye effect. It's not happening. Now, yesterday, he decided to jump on the internet because, of course, he wants to try to overly explain himself and overly try to prove. And this is what I hate about street niggas like this. I can't respect the street nigga who has to constantly try to tell people where they from or constantly try to prove to the world that they a street nigga, that they about that life. A lot of the guys that I know who really are about that life, who really are from the streets, don't talk about it like that. They don't have to prove it to you. As a matter of fact, you can already see it in their eyes. These niggas don't play around. There's nothing to prove with words because niggas will prove to you with action. I can't stand a sit on the internet and prove you tough type niggas. That shit looks so corny to me. It really is the corniest shit in the world, and they don't know how crazy and corny they look. And this type of shit that Meek is doing is inevitably bringing his own legacy down. It's reducing him to being somebody who once was hot at one point and turned into a joke by the time his career came to an end. Which is sad because Meek Mill is a very, I said Meek Milk. Meek Milk. That nigga Meek was getting milked at the freak offs. No. Meek milked. Oh. Oh shit. Oh man, that just fucked up my whole rant. I was about to go on a whole rant, and that just fucked me up, man. Oh shit, no diddler. All right, let's just talk about the tweets. So last night, he went on the internet and was just going off, man. He said a lot of people get mad when you speak up how you want because they never can speak up. They only do what they can and got to play a role to even get around this shit. All this shit came around me. Pause. It's different, and I'm not chasing none of that other shit no more. Now, with the type of allegations and the insinuations and the narratives going around with my name, if I'm Cheek Thrills, I would not be saying certain things or type of certain things because he has made himself look worse over these past few weeks by typing certain shit. And I get it. He's trying to sound hard. Pause. No diddler. No doubt. No diddler. Hey, that's what Diddy be singing when he be walking in the room with all them niggas laid out on the bed and shit. Meek Mill over here and Stevie J over here, nigga. He said, Diddy walk in the room. I like the way you work it. No diddler. Come on and back it up. Oh, no. Ew. All right. Listen to just listen to some of the things he be saying. He said the females been being more solid than the males nowadays. Why is it men doing tell-alls and pick link ups? If y'all don't like me that much, go at me. I was raised in jail and in Philadelphia. How did y'all forget so fast? Y'all not listening to my raps. I've been this way. I never been normal. The fuck? I have boundaries like every other American, but shit not sweet out here. Why y'all acting like it? Now, Meek Mill was referring to a picture of Wale sitting next to one of Meek's ops out at the club somewhere, right? and he just start going crazy. Look at this nigga Wale sitting next to my op, man. This nigga been a snake. He been jealous. He just was going off, right? So Wale responded to all the tweets that Meek was sending, and he said, when you get in other people's unserious drama in this industry, 90% of the time they be back friends eventually, and then you look silly in the end. So I love minding my business. If a photo can create such vitriol, one has to ask himself some questions. Happy Monday. Does that sound like, first of all, this is hilarious. This is going to sound like exactly the situation with me and Corey when it comes to this situation. Corey seen a video of me reviewing one of his ops, his Detroit female ops. And this nigga saw how I responded and just went off without even thinking about what was said. This nigga Wale made a nice sound observation of what was going on. As a matter of fact, that is what happens most of the time. A lot of niggas that get into it and then people start choosing sides, trying to get into the same beef and try to go back and forth with niggas and create more beef and more problems and more negativity around the situation, only for the two original individuals who got into it coming back to an understanding and breaking the beef, and then now they back friends, and now the niggas who chose sides got to look all weird coming around now because they the ones that was adding on to all the extra shit that was going on. And then you think about it, the person that was in the picture with Wale was one of Meek's best friends who's been around Meek since day one. So Wale being on the same label as this nigga and being at the same functions and always being around each other when they were signed to MMG and doing music together, he definitely saw this man several times. So they probably developed some type of, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, they probably not friends, but they probably, of course, seen each other a lot and always had respect for each other. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, you know, dap each other up. What's going on, my nigga? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, as time goes on, as y'all around each other, niggas is getting cool and, you know, they getting used to each other. What makes you think that a person is not supposed to shake up with a nigga or take a picture with a nigga because y'all now are beefing? When especially he has no loyalty to you, because these two motherfuckers have been beefing for a minute. Meek Mill and Wale haven't liked each other for years, and that's documented. So why do you think that he owes you any type of loyalty to not take a picture with somebody who he's probably been cool with since y'all niggas been around each other? This is what I mean by the ignorant nigga from the streets that don't like logical niggas. They get offended and they feel challenged by niggas who think logically. This nigga said, vitriol, I know that spun this nigga Meek Mill head 360. Vitriol, nigga, what? What you say about me? Hold up, wait a minute. What you say about Meek Mill dumbass probably saw vitriol and got pissed the fuck off. Was like, is this nigga calling me a bitch? Just dumbass shit. So Meek posted up a video. As you can see, there's a link here that he tweeted. It's a TikTok link. This TikTok link is of an interview of somebody claiming that Wale tried to backdoor Meek Mill, not in the diddler sense, but in a way trying to set him up for something to happen to Meek Mill. Now, this is just coming from some guy who alleges this story happened. Meek posted the video after Wale said what he said, and this is what his response was. He said, I ignored this. Hold on, let me pause this video. I don't want to get no copyright bullshit. They already hit me with a copyright strike over a video. See, these niggas be playing with me on YouTube. I don't know why, but we'll talk about that later. He said, I ignored this because if this was true, you would be in danger. But now I see you around guys that's on full Meek campaigns. I get you. I wouldn't have done that to you, made you comfortable around my family. And the other day, that's why you tried to post Mike but hate me. Meek tweets like he has autism. I'm sorry, but it's so hard to read Meek's tweets because he be saying some really weird shit. Oh, we gonna play this. We gonna play that video of Meek at what you call it at WrestleMania. By the way, WrestleMania was probably one of the best wrestling events that I've seen in a very long time. I'm just going to say that, full disclaimer. If anybody got the chance to watch WrestleMania both nights, man, Saturday and Sunday, greatest final matches that I have seen in a very long time. I'm talking about, I haven't been paying attention to WWE, none of that shit lately. I don't keep up with the storylines. I don't keep up with the wrestlers and who's hot right now. When I decided to watch WrestleMania, it almost made me regret not keeping up with WWE these past 5 years or so. That was probably the best display of wrestling I've seen in a long time. And for the people that be like, oh, wrestling is fake, nigga, shut up, man. We already know this shit is scripted. It's a storyline. Shit is supposed to go the way it's supposed to go. Enjoy the entertainment. That was probably the most entertaining WrestleMania and just wrestling matches that I've seen in a long time. If you guys get a chance, go get Peacock, man. This shit is like $3, man, $4 for a subscription, man. Go get Peacock and watch WrestleMania, this recent WrestleMania. This shit, if you like wrestling, if you into that shit, all right, it was great. It was great. I will not steer you wrong. But anyway, Meek was at WrestleMania, and oh Lord, hold up, wait. Before I get to that, I gotta find that fucking tweet where he said that he would have, if somebody would have sexually assaulted him. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, this is him talking on Akademiks. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Now, like I said, Meek has said a lot of suspect things in his tweets that made him look even more suspect, and I don't even know if he realized it because he's trying to be so hard, so street, so gangster at the moment, but it makes him look crazy. This nigga said this. He said, I don't believe no Diddy story once they lied about me now. He said, anybody try to sexually assault me, it will be a bang out on the spot. Y'all don't know that, LOL. I don't care, but y'all confusing my son, he's 12, with people saying his dad gay. It's sick now out here, so fuck it, LOL. This nigga said if anybody tried to sexually assault me, it will be a bang out on the spot. Those aren't the words you want to use when niggas is saying that you getting diddled by diddler. Shit makes you sound even more crazy. A bang out on the spot? I think I replied to that. Let me see if I replied to that shit. I swear I replied. As soon as I read that shit, I was confused. Oh yeah, I did. I did, nigga. I did with the confused face. I said a bang out on the spot. He said, nigga, you sure you want to Are you sure you want to say some shit like that, my nigga? Are you? This is when Uncle Bobby had to come out and say, hey, nigga, hold up, nigga, a bang out, nigga. You sure you want to say that shit, nigga? You sure you don't want to revise your statement, nigga? What the He said, what so what you mean by that, young blood? What the nephew, what you mean by that, nephew? You talking about a bang out, nephew. I don't know what you're trying to insinuate, nephew. Now, Meek is at a point of no return. And it's sad that he's posting shit like this. This is a nigga that's supposed to be standing by the governor. And he's sitting here posting videos talking about, I started off with triggers, but if you're not into tech nowadays, you will be behind on life. I like computers better. He said, I like computers better. Guns really hurt people. I play with them guns better than the computer, though. I just chose not to, only for defense. What I tell you, man, this nigga types like an autistic teenager. What are you doing? Like, bro, like, the least you can do is proofread your tweet before you send it so you won't sound so dumb. Then people got to look at a dumb nigga with guns shooting at the range and shit. Why do you type this way? I started off with triggers, but if you not into tech nowadays, you will be behind on life. LOL. I like computers better. I'm guns really hurt people. What the fuck? What the I like computers better. I'm guns really hurt people. What are you saying, Cheek Mills? How a nigga trying to clap another guy and say a guy from Philadelphia did it too? I want all the evidence to come out. How a nigga trying to clap another guy? Clap cheeks, nigga, stop it. He said, I'm not a heathen. I'm not a part of the freak or coke part of the industry. Excuse me? Y'all chose to watch rap battles and gossip. I watched Gaza, Israel, Haiti being torn apart. I watched the state of people really poor in real life. Some think I'm different. I think they are clueless to life. But hey, who am I? Y'all do coke. I don't. So what? What? But hey, who am I? Y'all do coke. I don't say it. Some gay I'm not. This nigga. Meek. Meek. Wait, go back. They said, where did it go? No, please. No homo, look at this. They said that's Meek Mill holding the gun from behind through his Oh my God. They are trolling the shit out of this nigga, man. Oh my God, that's crazy. Listen. Y'all gotta hear how Meek was screaming "Get up" at WrestleMania, man. Listen to this.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Ah, that's how this nigga was screaming at the freak offs. Nigga,
Get up!
he was trying to get Diddy off him. He said,
Get
Diddy.
up! Get up!
Oh man, let me get off this shit, man. I gotta leave this alone, man. Hey man, best of luck to Meek, man. He's going through it right now. His whole entire timeline is just full of regret, pain, and suffering. It makes no sense. Get up! Why? See, this is like, it's like, how do you not hear yourself? How do you not know that people already clowning you on the internet and then you still decide to post it? Anyway, all right, let's get to this guy, man. Let's get to Jermaine Cole, man. Let's get to Jermaine Cole. I got to ask the question, man. I have to ask the question. We got to put the poll up, dog. It's come to we've come to these conclusions. We got to put a poll up. I got to ask the question. Here we go. Did J. Cole fold? I am putting the question in the chat right now. Did J. Cole fold? That is the question that needs to be answered at this moment. Because while at his Dreamville festival, J. Cole decided that he was going to sit down and address the beef and the disses and the songs that have been made where the rap beef between himself and Drake against Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. K. Dot, a.k.a. Kung Fu Kenny, a.k.a. Mr. Morale, and the Big Stepper. Now, while we sat back and we watched what was going on and we heard the songs, we seen the reviews, we seen how people reacted to the songs, a lot of people had a negative response to J. Cole's diss track because they felt like he could have went a lot harder than he did. They felt like he was just trying to give a light jab, but still trying to be respectful and still trying to be cool and whatnot like that. So people didn't really take to his diss and really put it up there as one of the best. Now, apparently J. Cole, it kept him up at night and made him feel wrong because that's just not something I guess he wanted to do. And this is what he said during his Dreamville festival about everything, and also his what seemed to be regret and apologetic explanation to him making this song. Listen up.
Jab my nigga back, and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot, I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, I pray that y'all are like,
no diddler.
Forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all, past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I wanna now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right. Like,
now, a lot of people felt a way about this. They did not like this. They were not happy with J. Cole. They did not appreciate him backing down or bowing out of what could be some of the greatest in rap battle history back and forth that we've seen. The music lover in me did not like this because I felt like J. Cole was just warming up to something else. Like the 7-minute drill was like, all right, he did that light work. He wasn't trying to go too crazy. You know what I'm saying? All right, he's gearing up for something else. Maybe him and Drake got a collab that they got going back and forth, going crazy, going at Kendrick. Maybe something. And then as I'm watching, I was watching this live. I seen it live. I saw it. I was watching Dreamville Fest. I was watching this set. And then I seen him do that. I was like, oh, no. Oh, my God. They about to kill him, man. They about to get this nigga out the paint. And then the other side of me was thinking to myself, yeah, like, as a man, when you talk about protecting your peace, as a man, as a black man in society. Now, I'm not trying to put on my kufi. I'm not trying to put on my Dr. Umar lenses right now, but just let's keep it real. When you got to try to protect your peace, especially as a black man in this space, you have to respect somebody that doesn't want to disrupt it. And when they find themselves going down a path that is unlike them, you will hope that somebody gets back to being themselves or wanting to be themselves, or try to protect their peace in a way where they can actually feel accomplished and feel fulfilled with the things that they're doing. And J. Cole definitely does not come off as the person that wants to brew into this negativity that's happening in his eyes. So I get it. I get it from that standpoint as a man, but as a music fan, as a hip hop fan, somebody that has seen all this shit go down in the industry, people going back and forth, all these beefs, these raps going back, I'm disappointed. Now I'm not trying to down J. Cole. I'm not trying to shit on him or nothing like that. I respect his decision. But I'm just disappointed, man. Now, some people have some things to say. One of those people being DJ Akademiks, who vehemently disagrees with J. Cole's response. Listen to this guy.
I heard some shit that happened 3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right?
Even in his apology, he dick riding the next man. Yo, whose goat is this, man? Yo, if you a Kendrick, if you're a Cole fan, I don't care, man. I need one of y'all industry niggas to come up here and debate me, man. What type of beta male bullshit, weak nigga shit is this? How you dick riding the nigga how you dick riding the song he dissed you on? You're apologizing for your song and dick riding his song. It's like you in the club, a nigga slap you, you punch him, and now later you say, man, yo, I'm sorry for even punching you, but I ain't gonna lie, that slap that you slapped me with, that shit was crazy, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I felt that. What the fuck? What the hell's going on?
So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world.
This is my fucking problem with these rappers who rapping shit they don't mean. Bitch, nigga, you been saying for 3 years, somebody test me. I'm in my prime. Nigga, you said on the shit, I could drop 2 classics. You been begging. Please, somebody test me. Nobody, yo, hey, when I beef, I want it to be real. Yo, let's go. Please, somebody, anybody. The 4'9" midget who can't even, he got to jump to get on the monkey bars. He sent, it wasn't even a Scud missile, it was a warning shot. You're like, oh no, never mind. I don't want to be tested no more, I'm good. What? What type of bitch made shit is this?
Now, I played that for a specific reason. I need y'all to understand the difference in when somebody is doing things to shit on somebody and when somebody is just giving constructive criticism. I don't ever get on this platform here on the GMS show and sit up here and disagree with somebody's actions and call them a bitch nigga for it because I disagree with what they did. You have to be doing something that warrants you to be a bitch nigga for me to call you a bitch nigga. A nigga bowing out of a rap beef doesn't warrant me to try to emasculate you in that way. When you call a nigga a bitch, regardless if you're doing it for entertainment or not, you are testing his manhood. And Akademiks, being somebody that clearly isn't from that life, really likes to throw that around because of the examples that have been set and the standard that has been set around him now. Yes, he is a provocateur. There's people who hear DJ Akademiks and who have a problem with what he does. A lot of these guys being in the industry who will say that they will beat his ass or they will do this and that. But because now Akademiks has wealth and has enough wealth to protect him, it has now become a situation of now we're on the same level playing field. You can't just run up on me or think you're going to send people to my house or X, Y, and Z. It's not going to turn out the way that you think. Now he is much comfortable speaking the way that he speaks about people because of the protection that he has of recent years. But see, you don't want to invite that type of energy to yourself. If anything, you always have to be on the defense, especially if you're not that type of guy. But it has become to a point where so many guys have said so much to Akademiks and nothing has come out of it. Nobody has ran up on Akademiks. Nobody has beat Akademiks' ass. Nobody has did anything yet. Now he has built this sense of, oh, nothing's going to happen because a lot of these guys just talk. A lot of these guys really don't do the shit that they say they're going to do. And a lot of the times, these niggas end up dying by some niggas out here in the street that ain't got no name. And that's a fact. It really is a fact. A lot of these guys who have died, all these big rappers who have ended up getting shot and killed, have gotten killed by not they other rap ops in the industry, but some niggas off the street who they never would see it coming. And it could be the possibility of the person that they beefing with sent somebody their way, whatever the case may be. But it's always something you have to remember. These guys like Akademiks, I don't think he thinks that way necessarily because he wants to make a point that these certain individuals aren't going to do it themselves. So he'll go at a Freddie Gibbs, he'll go at a Lil Baby, or he'll go at a Meek Mill because he knows that these guys aren't going to show up to his house or see him out in public and do something to him because they want to try to preserve the shit that they have and what they've built. But they don't. But he never thinks about the simple fact that it'll be a random nigga who he don't know, don't recognize, who will probably see him out somewhere. And because he's not thinking about it, he ain't got none of these specific people on his mind. He's not thinking that this random guy over here is going to try something with him because he doesn't know. He's not thinking that way. And then that comes with the not having any type of street smarts. You always got to have your head on the swivel everywhere you go because anybody can have it out for you. Anybody could be doing anything to try to get at you. You got to be smart in that way. Always be on the defense. Always keep one in the chamber as well because these niggas, they be sneaky with it. Just a little game for some people out there. Now, J. Cole talked about this regarding his situation when it came to competition with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Listen to what he had to say here. He sat down with Kevin Durant.
No one is truly my peer or can relate to what I'm going through in life more than these people right here. You know what I mean? Because just in terms of whatever pressures there might be, whatever amount of like celebrity, which is, you know, a whole conversation in itself there might be, family, you know, privacy, boom, boom, boom. Like nobody can really relate to that like these dudes. And I really genuinely fuck with these dudes. So like, I've been trying to, you know, absolutely make an effort, like as time goes on, to like strip the competition from it. Like y'all niggas are cemented forever. You know what I mean? Like I will hope that I'm cemented forever. And if not, I will be, you know, when it's all said and done. You know, in my mind, that's how my mentality is. So it's like, there's like the competition part I've stripped away and I'm now on some shit like, man, I'm more interested in the relationship because I also see a time when I'm not doing this. That seems very realistic to me. And in a time when I'm not doing this, I would, you know, I don't want to be like, damn, we never kicked it. You know what I mean? Like, no one is truly my peer.
Now, he, like I said, J. Cole is not the type that wants to smoke with niggas in that way. I don't find him or I don't take him to be a very negative guy to begin with. So I'm not gonna expect J. Cole to want to go back and forth, especially with a Kendrick Lamar. One thing I heard somebody say that I'd agree with is that the nigga's not battle tested in that way. One person who is and who seems like they are battle tested and ready for war is Kendrick. And to be honest, you know, J. Cole's taking the brunt of all the backlash and all that shit. He's going to take that and it's gonna escape Drake. But please believe me, if y'all think Drake ain't scared, y'all are lying to yourselves. Now, apparently Akademiks sent Drake a text of the video of J. Cole apologizing on stage and said to Drake, I hope you don't do this. Please don't do this type of shit. And he said Drake felt offended. He said Drake hit him back very angry. Like, why would you? I'm pissed you even thought that you could even say that to me. Let him say it, but it's still no response yet. You threw your mans out there to respond, and you put him out there to try to take the brunt of all the fucking backlash. But Drake, come on. We need an album now. Matter of fact, we need a 3-track EP all dedicated to Kendrick. I can't wait to see what this nigga got. Cause I know he's gonna come out with something. But I can't wait to see what he got. And I can't wait to see the response. Because the way that people was responding to Drake or responding to J. Cole's this, you would think that they really wanted to hear some more intricate type shit. Trust me, it's going to take a lot to beat what Kendrick did on that Metro Boomin' and Future song, man. It's going to take a lot. Now, I want to play this for y'all because this was very interesting. Suge Knight said something about what happened with J. Cole. Listen to this.
Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick. He the only motherfucker with a cigar. J. Cole, you supposed to say what you mean what you say. To be the best, you got to beat the best. It's a contact sport. As we used to say back in the day, if you don't want to be a gangster rapper, go be R&B. West Coast, stand up. It's a victory. Kendrick Lamar's a real motherfucker from the hub. He really from there. And everybody gonna ride with him. J. Cole, with that attitude, we'll still be in slavery. Remember, to be the best, you gotta beat the best. Just like it. When I said what I said about Puffy at the Source Awards, Puffy would have took his tail instead of getting on him. It would have been a disappointment to my people because he would have been out to be a bitch in front of everyone. When one looked bad, we all look bad. We all gotta remember that. When Kobe Bryant played Michael Jordan in the All-Star game, Kobe showed up and played his best game ever. So we don't got time for no pussy shit. I'm going to tell you like I tell my son, if you act like a pussy, people going to treat you like a pussy. And you know what happens to a pussy? A pussy gets fucked.
Whoa.
It's a contact sport.
Whoa.
Contact sport. You can't handle a field of tackle, down a flag. Kendrick Lamar, whoa, West Coast, yeah, I'm smiling.
This nigga talking like he at the Source Awards right now.
Kendrick, I know I'm old now, but you motherfucker got some fire on that motherfucker. I'm gonna put on this all eyes on me and do 100 burpees, 100 push-ups. Shit, I'm gonna work out all day. Like I said before, only the strong survive. And for you weirdos, it's easy to be a soldier. There ain't no war.
Interesting. AP said, whatever this song Drake makes will be a top of the chart record that will get way more play than Cole or Kendrick. Yes, but are the people going to verify it? What are the people going to do? It can be a number one smash hit on the radio, but what are the people going to say? And on top of that, is Kendrick just gonna lay? First of all, let's be real. The song that Kendrick is on, where he dissed them niggas on that Future and Metro Boomin' album, that song is topping the charts itself. And all this nigga did was put out a verse, not a whole song by himself. He just put a verse out. And remember what happened. Remember what he said. He said, Hov told him, he said, how can one verse fuck up the game? Kendrick is known for doing that. Kendrick is known for just putting out a verse. He ain't got to put out a whole song. He could just put a feature, a verse on something, go at a nigga, and it'll fuck the whole game up. Niggas was going back and looking at who was apologizing to this nigga after talking about this nigga. They pulled up receipts from J Electronica, Lupe Fiasco, all these niggas that apologized for trying to disrespect Kendrick Lamar, knowing his ability. I don't doubt the number one. I don't doubt him being a chart topper when it comes to putting out music. But Kendrick is up there right now. And Drake gonna have to do something. He gonna have to do something greater than what Kendrick did for this to be a battle. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. Now, I'm about to end the poll right now, man. The poll is ending. The poll ended with 42 votes. 59% of y'all said J. Cole folded, while 40% of y'all said no, he did not fold. Yes, Lupe Fiasco apologized at one point. Now, he clarified this because the internet was going crazy. He clarified this on his Twitter. Let's check this out, actually. Let's go to his Twitter. We're going to see what was said. Let's see. What did he say? What did he do? Did he delete the tweets, man? Why do niggas be deleting tweets, man? What is going on here, man? What is this, man? Nigga deleted the tweets, man. Are you crazy, man? These niggas be, oh my God, man. Why are you deleting tweets? Now we just got to talk about it. All right, so anyway, Lupe responded to everything and said that he wasn't apologizing to Kendrick. He was just apologizing for the situation, basically, and saying that he was wrong for jumping out the window, all this other shit. Nonetheless, it was an apology. Regardless of how you want to put it, regardless of how you want to clean it up, it was an apology. It was Lupe, Jay Electronica, all these different niggas apologized because his pen is proven. And that's all that is. The man's pen is proven, and nobody needs to question it no longer. It is what it is. Whether you like his albums, whether you like where he's coming from, just know his pen is proven. Now, I got to play this because this shit is hilarious, man. These niggas on Fresh and Fit. So, if y'all know about Fresh and Fit, it's this podcast. These two dudes came on here. You know, they were the guys in high school who weren't getting no coochie muffin, and they was all mad at all the bad bitches because the bad bitches was turning them down, and they wanted to fuck on them, but they couldn't fuck on them, so they had to disrespect them because the only way to feel good and validated with themselves is to disrespect some other bitches because they think that's how they supposed to get down. Now, these guys over here at Fresh and Fit got caught up because their whole gimmick, their whole lane is trying to teach these guys how to stand up for themselves, alpha male energy. Don't let these bitches play you. Never give a thought your energy. Never get a thought pregnant. Never get these IG hoes the time of day. Just fuck them and leave them and never buy them shit. Don't do this and that. Now we have gotten to the crossroads where I said this shit, what happened. I told y'all this shit a few years back about these niggas. Motherfuckers will always adopt a personality that is not theirs for this internet shit. They will try to make themselves look a certain way for the internet. They want you to believe that they're this type of person so that you can believe in the things that they say, so they can feel validated and feel like, oh, I'm leading you down the right path and I'm making you a better man, and oh, I'm giving you game and I'm doing this. But these people ain't who they say they are. It's a fact. This nigga right here from Fresh and Fit, who is the fresh of the fit, apparently. This is the fresh of the fit. This guy right here, this guy. While y'all in the chat talking about tethers. This guy right here ended up getting the IG model pregnant. Because inevitably, like I've been saying, these guys only do this shit so they can get popular enough and get enough money so they can fuck the hoes they've always been dreaming of fucking and who they didn't have a chance to fuck back in the day. And now here he is right here on a phone call that was leaked to the public of his conversation with the IG model. First of all, she could barely speak English. And this nigga got her pregnant like a dumbass. Listen to this shit.
I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing.
We don't kill. Hey, wait, hold on. Hey, look at what he said after she said that.
I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing it.
You're not.
Okay.
You're not killing it.
I want to keep the baby.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. You know?
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you?
That is a setup if I've ever heard it in my life. She couldn't wait to get pregnant by this nigga so that she can have a chance to see, this is the thing that niggas don't understand. Now all the things that you have earned, all the money that you have made, all this shit is about to go to her, child support, all the shit that she needs. You can't just say you don't want a kid, nigga. You shot the club up and now it's time to repay. You shot the wide, you went raw dog in a dumb bitch, and now look what you got. You try to encourage her to take the pill. You should have known that these motherfuckers is out for blood. They want to use you. They want what you got. They want your money. They want what you have. Why would you bust a knuckler in this motherfucker here? Why does that make sense? What made you decide, no, tonight I don't need a rubber. I'm going to just take this blue chew and go to town? What is wrong with you, sir? Oh, my God.
Nothing?
Why did I do anything to you?
No, I know. So, like, how are you going to deal with this? By saying, I don't want a baby? That's all?
I mean, I could go to the doctor, I guess.
To the doctor. So you want abortion?
Yes. Yes, immediately. Yes.
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now?
Oh, my God.
That's I'm like, there's no way that's true. But then it's like, oh, wow. Like,
So just think about it. It's meant to be.
It's meant to
God
be.
God wants you to have the baby.
definitely not.
It is.
He said, she said, God wants you to have this baby. He said, definitely not.
So just think about it. It's meant to be. God
Sorry?
wants you to have the baby.
Definitely not.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened, and then you're fucking me for a month, and I'm pregnant. What does that mean?
Well,
Now I just think about it, if you force me to kill the baby, then you're a sin.
well, we already sinned by having sex. But it's too late now.
Yeah, why you talking about religion, you dumb bitch? Why you sitting there talking about religion and talking about God, motherfucker? You fucked this nigga, you wasn't even married. You already said you might as well follow through with it, nigga. Snip, snip, get it done. This nigga's so stupid. But I'm almost glad that he got himself in this situation because, like I said, it's people like him who go on the internet who try to act like they are who they aren't, and then inevitably put themselves in a situation where they will call other men dumb from. They would clown other men for getting themselves in this situation. It would be endless. Niggas who donate to their channel be asking them questions like that, be trying to get advice about shit like that, and they will go and tell these guys, oh man, you would never, why would you be that dumb to try to get one of these bitches pregnant when you know that they only want to do it to get something out of you, and then turn around and do the same thing. Now listen to how he reacted to this. Now Myron's the fit of the fresh and fit. He's the guy who will go out on rants. Look how this nigga looking, man. You can see it in his eyes. He's embarrassed, as he should be. I don't know why that woman did what she did or released that phone call, but just listen to this, man.
Let's just play the call real fast.
Yeah.
Let's just play it.
Go for it.
Obviously, I know that there's legal proceedings going on. Oh, go ahead, Bills. My bad.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
Fair use.
You're not killing.
Pause.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's using extreme language and she's calling, saying, I want to do this, etc. And she's fishing for a response, right? It's very obvious. And the thing, too, is that, like, I mean, I know this. Like, there was an agreement that they weren't gonna ever have kids. Like, but why is she calling now saying, "Oh, I'm pregnant"?
It's so funny because how she's talking, I'm like shocked because I'm like, normally you don't talk like this.
Yeah.
It's more like it's following a script.
Yeah.
Almost. But I'm like,
and it's good on your part because you didn't really say too much.
Nah.
But it's.
I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So
I guess
she did try to fish a little bit. I'll give him that. She was in there talking about what you gonna do to me? What you do to me? What you gonna do to me? He said, "What, bitch? I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I just want to take you to the doctor and get this shit over with." He talking about so. She said, "What you do to me? What you gonna do to me?" Oh my God! Now this nigga got mad and almost shed tears trying to defend his friend for doing something stupid like raw dogging this stupid bitch. Look at this.
D-Mom says, you motherfuckers weren't there when everyone and their fucking mom came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same fucking allegations again. You fucking idiots. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right fucking here. All right? These guys were with me in my darkest times. I'm not gonna fucking leave them in their darkest times. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I got my real estate, got my money, I'm fine. I'm not going anywhere. I can't be bought.
that was real.
Now he finna go to the back and cry, because niggas can't go that hard without crying when that's not really who they are, nigga. You pumped your chest out, you was screaming for your friend, you was trying to prove a point. Now you finna go in the back and shed some tears because now you done wild yourself up. You done did all this huffing and puffing, nigga. Right, cornball activity. Cornball activity. This nigga thought he was making a statement. This thing is crazy, man. Fresh for that, they become a joke at this point. I'm sorry, they become a joke at this point. Speaking of jokes, man, look at this nigga, man. Look at this nigga Terence Howard. Speaking of jokes, this nigga tried to come on here to try to talk about some serious shit while looking like, bitch, where's my money? I don't know if y'all seen this video, but look at Terence Howard. This is a video of him sitting down on Straight Talk talking about why he's suing the CAA, Creative Artists Agency, and says he's owed $120 million because of a package deal CAA had with Fox, which resulted in him getting paid $325,000 an episode for Empire, while the Big Bang Theory cast was paid $2 million to $3 million per episode, despite Empire having more views. Now, when you read something like that, it looks crazy. Now, this nigga, he's looking like, I wish he wouldn't have explained this while he was dressed this way and had on this, what seemed to be a very luxurious wig. But when you think about it, that is crazy. The cast of The Big Bang Theory making $2 to $3 million an episode on a highly syndicated show, while the cast of Empire was making $325,000. I don't know. It's crazy. But listen to this.
Now CAA.
That's a lot of money. That should have been.
Well, let's go to another one.
I'm just saying.
CAA.
Fair use.
Creative Artists Agency. They
look at this nigga.
Represented me.
This nigga looked like a fucking lion that turned to a human and decided to be a thespian, nigga.
Mm-hmm. They also represented some of the people from Big Bang Theory. Mm-hmm. They also did the deal with Fox. Mm-hmm. My show was with Fox. The people from Big Bang was with Fox. Mm-hmm. We had 28 million viewers. They had 11 million viewers. Yeah. They were getting $2 million, damn near $3 million an episode, those white kids that had no name recognition, no Oscar nominations, none of that. We have 28 million viewers, and these jokers are paying me $325,000 an episode. And I'm like, every year I'm asking my agents, what's going on? I didn't know that the packaging deal, my agents were incentivized to keep my pay low, so they'll go to Fox and say no, and they'll say no themselves because they were producers. They owe me over $120 million based on what would have been paid to white counterparts. Yeah. So now I'm in the process of suing them about it. And when I asked them about my money, they sent me a check for $666.
What?
Wait.
$666 to say.
Wait.
$666 exactly.
What?
Not saying where it's from. So I was like, oh, y'all trying to threaten me.
Whoa. Now, despite him looking completely goofy, that I believe. When we talking about Holly weird and we talking about intimidation and we talking about how people want you to shut the fuck up about your discretions, this man said he got sent a check for $666 exactly on the dollar and didn't know where it came from. Let's do a little bit of math. Can we do a little bit of math, GMS family? Let's do a little bit of math, all right? He said he was making $325,000 an episode. There were 6 seasons. 6 seasons of Empire. Each season, besides the first, had 18 episodes. So we're going to do 18 times 5. That's 90 episodes, and we're going to do plus 12 because the first season had 12 episodes. It's 102 episodes. Let's times that by $325,000. Altogether, this nigga made $33 million off of 6 seasons of Empire. Now, with taxes and all the other shit, we'll just divide that by 2. Let's just say he made $16 million over a span of those 6 seasons. Now, I also don't know when that money came into play. Maybe it came into play once they were greenlit for a second season. Maybe that's why they got extended to 18 episodes instead of 12. But that's a nice chunk of change. And then you go to The Big Bang Theory and see how many episodes they had. Let's see. Big Bang Theory. Let's see. Big Bang Theory episodes. The Big Bang Theory had 12 seasons, 24 episodes each season, besides season 1, which was 17. Let's do some math here. Let's just say they were getting $2 million an episode. $2 million an episode. Wait. We got to add up. We got to add up first. 24 times. Wait, how many seasons was there? Damn, 12 seasons. Holy moly. 24 episodes times 12. That's 288. You got to get to 100 episodes to be syndicated, by the way. I just want to let y'all know that's a thing in Hollywood. So now, and then we got to do plus, what was the first? Let's see. First season had 17 episodes plus 17. So now there's 305 episodes in total of The Big Bang Theory. Now you times that. Let's give them 2 million. Times that by 2 million. That's $610 million that these niggas on Big Bang Theory made over a span of how many seasons? 12 seasons. Now let's take the taxes out of that, divided by 2, is still $305 million that each character walked away with. That is a huge difference in these people in Empire, and also proving his point. See, I wanted to make sure that we talked about this thoroughly because I know a lot of people couldn't get past his hair. And I know a lot of people couldn't get past how he was looking. But when you think about that, it just proves a lot of people's points. The Moniques of the world. You know what I'm saying? People like that who talk about the unfair wages, because it's not like they don't get it. You paying out these people this much money an episode, it's not like they don't get it. They just making sure they get it to the right people. Let's say the top guy. Let's say the top guy was the one getting $2 million. Even then, the character with the least amount of popularity on that show was probably getting the same amount of money each episode that Terence Howard, the main character of Empire, was getting. You got to think about that. The main character of Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, was probably the one getting $2 to $3 million. Same with the girl. The main like 4 characters of the show was probably getting paid between $1 to $3 million an episode. The least popular character on that episode was probably making the same amount as the lead character in Empire. That got almost double the viewers than Big Bang Theory. So that's where the unfair treatment comes into play. Now, despite this nigga looking like bitch turn around and walk the stroll, he was making a point. And how many times are we going to listen to these actors talk about the unfair wages before we really sit back and realize that this shit is unfair out here in the game? And it's been this way. AP said they would rather replace a black character mid-season than to play or pay people what they are worth. That is a fact. We've seen that happen so many times. LR Realist said, I don't know if he expected as much. You can't possibly think you'll get as much as you less dark counterparts in that industry. Yeah, that's true. That's another thing. We know how the industry is. We know how they move. Why do we expect different? Why do we expect them to even listen to us or to take heed to what we're saying? They don't give a damn. They show us that they don't give a damn about us by how they treat us and what they pay us with. Bootleg Ramen Noodle. That's a hilarious name. He said, I have been saying Hollywood has never been about anything positive for the black community. Not to me either. That new, what's the cartoon that just came out, man, of Good Times? The Good Times cartoon. They trying to disrespect the legacy with that shit. The least you could have did was remade it with real people. These niggas made a cartoon out of it. Got it looking like Bebe's Kids, man. Shit is ignorant. They just want to destroy shit. Them niggas didn't come up with no cartoon of what's the show with all the white bitches that everybody love? What's the one show with all the old bitches? Golden Girls. Where the cartoon for Golden Girls, nigga? Where the cartoon for Saved by the Bell, nigga? Where's the cartoon for Cheers, nigga? Where's the cartoon for MASH, nigga? Huh? Where are the cartoons for these old shows, nigga? What happened? Why they trying to fuck with our legacies? They hate us. Shit is crazy. Now, I'm gonna show y'all one more thing and I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I got some things to take care of. I gotta go. But this last video I had to show y'all, man, because this was the craziest shit. And it's been long enough in this video for me to not get messed up by YouTube. So we're just going to play it. Right here is what you have, a situation of a pay-to-play type of individual, which is this guy here in the blue. He's a pay-to-play. This guy is the type of guy that'll pay chicks for their underwear and shit like that. Send me some dirty socks. That type of weirdo nigga. In his case, he likes to pay women to abuse him because he thinks that that's his kink. You know what I'm saying? It's what he likes. It's what he's into, apparently, right? Now, it didn't end up going the way that he thought because this bitch right here didn't know how to do it. She was really trying to fuck this nigga up. It didn't go the way he thought it was going to go. And apparently, this is a former Howard Stern employee by the name of Elisa Jordana. So she was live streaming herself with this guy who likes to pay to get abused, and she took it a little too far and it didn't go the way that she thought it was gonna go. And I'm gonna play this shit out. Listen.
Hi Sarah, how are you?
And she on the phone with somebody while she doing it. Look how hard she punched this nigga, bro. Like, why would you like at least just get a nigga a little smack? This bitch was punching the shit out this nigga.
How are you?
Look.
How are you, Sarah? Hi. Nudes and different sentences that he.
Sarah, I'm sorry about this.
Don't talk. Don't fucking talk.
Idiot.
Yes, Sarah, we're really sorry about this. I'm sending him your way.
She smacked this nigga in his nose.
Don't talk. Don't fucking talk.
Idiot.
Yes, Sarah, we're really sorry about this. I'm sending him your way today. So don't worry. But yeah, he's coming. Don't worry, he's coming home.
She hit the nigga too hard. She hit the nigga too hard, and that's when he decided that he was done doing the pay to play. Look.
She just like almost broke my nose. She's gonna get arrested.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Fuck you, cunt.
He said, She said, "You're fine." He said, "Fuck you, cunt."
Next time you fucking touch me, I'll fucking dick. You understand?
Oh, he's pissed.
You understand, cunt? Hey, no, Sarah, hang up. These idiots. She posted your fucking number in her cancer Discord, and I would just be polite. Yeah, touch me and I fucking dick your dumbass bitch. I'll fucking dick you.
Elisa.
Yes?
As a woman,
The
I have a
dumb cunt,
medically
Sarah, the
cycled
dumb
violence. I
retard
have
in
to
the
have my
middle of a
phone
stream
on.
session.
Can you please
she
delete my
took-
number from the chat?
No, she's a fucking insane person. She's a fucking
I would stop
50-year-old
talking about. Oh,
dumb
yeah.
cunt
Oh, yeah.
in the
I'm
middle of
15.
the street
Okay,
dancing.
Yeah, Sarah, I
like
heard you had a
Scott.
kid when you were 16. That's what he told me about you.
Yeah, she had
and he
a
said you're a
kid.
dumb Mexican.
I said she's a
and he
dumb
said you
Mexican.
keep showing up. And he says you won't stop texting him, but I saw the text. It's the same shit. Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
She's half your age. She's half your age.
Delete the number, please.
Oh, he's done.
Pull over, dumb cunt. Pull over, dumb cunt.
No, please don't. All right, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop.
Pull over.
Okay, I will.
Pull over, dumb cunt.
This is when shit went haywire. he had enough. He was done paying to play. He said, "All right, you dumb. It's time for retirement." This nigga was. Oh God! What the fuck is going on, dog? He was not having it. Look at this nigga, man. Nigga over here just like Pee Wee Herman. This motherfucker is not having it. Then this nigga got in the car and stole her car. He said, "I'm finna take this." Look at him. Look at his face. She broke this man's nose. She broke this man's nose. Doing too much on a pay to play. And this nigga stopped. He was done playing. He ran out of character. This man said, "Fuck it, dumb cunt." This nigga grabbed her fucking hair. He went nuts, man. This is also why y'all gotta pay attention to the things that y'all out here accepting, man. Cause although some of these niggas out here are weird and they're odd and they try to pay you for certain shit, please remember that they're weird and odd for a reason. Don't ever put yourself in a position to be around these niggas. If you want some niggas to pay you for some weird shit, make sure you sending some shit from a P.O. box somewhere that's not attached to your home. Get these niggas out of here. He said, AP said, anybody else getting turned on? This was so hot. Look.
No, please don't. All right, I'll stop.
Look how hot this is. Look how sexy this is. I can't wait till they put this on Pornhub.
No, please let me go.
It was shut the fuck up and you're fine and ain't nothing wrong with you after you tried to break this nigga nose. Now all of a sudden it's, "I'm done, please let me go. He's trying to kill me." Oh my dear Atlanta. Help society, please, man. Please help society. This is an abomination. Oh man. I had to end the show on that note. Yeah, exactly. What Binky said. Listen, y'all, be safe out here, man. Be safe out here, man. Look out for yourself. All right? Be safe. Be smart. Everything will work out for you in your favor. Once again, GMS fam, it's been a dope-ass show today. I appreciate every single body that pulled up today and showed love. Shout out to Business, Ronald Harris, my nigga AP, and Sean Mims for the Cash Apps, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting the GMS show in a big way. If you want to support, you can donate to the Cash App. The link is in the description below, or one of my moderators will post it up in the chat for y'all. If you want to support, shout out to my guys for showing love. It's been real. Let's see what's going on, man. How we doing on these projections, man? Niggas say it ain't looking too good for your boy. It ain't looking too good for your boy. I don't know what's going on. These niggas is not performing for you, boy. Yeah, these niggas is losing out here. These niggas ain't trying to win me my money out here. I don't know, fam. These niggas is in the fourth quarter, fam. These niggas is losing. Toronto versus Indiana, that game finna be over because these niggas is clowning. We got a little bit of time, man. Out of Bayou. I need 8 rebounds out of you, you tall motherfucker. How you a whole center and you ain't got 10 rebounds by the third quarter, nigga? You niggas is big for nothing. 3 rebounds, nigga. You supposed to be out here with 20 already. What happened to the big niggas in the NBA? Why y'all niggas don't know how to jump and grab rebounds? Y'all letting these little niggas, these point guards and shit, and these shooting guards get more rebounds than you and shit, nigga. You big niggas want to shoot threes and shit, stand outside the key and nigga, get your ass in the paint, you big bitch, and catch some fucking rebounds, nigga. Put some putbacks up in the goddamn rim, you big for nothing, big ass niggas, 7 foot tall for nothing ass niggas. I hate you niggas. Always fucking up my draft picks and shit, nigga. You bitch ass niggas, I hate you. Bam, out of Bayou, you better get 8 rebounds before the game is over. I swear to God, I'm gonna come out to Miami and I'm gonna hook you up with that nigga Fresh and Fit so you can go get one of these stupid retarded foreign bitches pregnant so that you can lose all your goddamn money from the NBA, you stupid nigga. You big 7'1", no rebound catching ass bitch. I hate you. Fucking up my parlays. All right, y'all. This been a GMS show. I appreciate y'all. We out this bitch. I'll see y'all later. Shout out to my 3Gs fam. Make sure y'all subscribe. Shout out AP, Pac G, Binky. Shout out to Aries Baby G. Shout out to all my GMS fam in the building. I appreciate y'all. One love. We out.